Alright, cliche, but it works as a grounding tool. Sometimes I just don't feel like typing. So I've had this one story in mind for a really long time, and I've told a few people about the story, and I've committed snippets, bits and pieces, in different comics, and like just throwing the characters here and there around. Because I really wanted to work on the story, but I've just never actually done it. I've written several versions of it too, so that's why I think it's perfect for a collaboration. The story is called Truly Modern, and it's about a female character named Truly. And I kind of got the idea from trademark, from TM. Put a big T and an M on her chest, but it's metal, so it's like all blingy and shit. Protects her soft areas, kinda in an asymmetrical balance kind of way. I mean, it's very symmetrical too. She is just a character, you know, like roll a fucking dice, play a character. She's part bird and part cat. Like, think Shatterstar from X-Force, and you can wiki that. I know that's an accessible tome of knowledge out there. But more or less, don't think about that. Just think about, like, really nice mulatto skin with cat-like yellow eyes and, like, red hair. Oh! And she has a big blue, like, Basquiat crown, like, birthmark, right? Because it's, she's genetically made. She's like a perfectly made science woman that's like really famous in the public eye because she's the president's wife. But the president is like a positronic man. And this is like just side back fuck information, just like Ren and Snippy continuity characters. It's not really important. What's important is the way she behaves. You know what I mean? So she has to look pretty all the fucking time, and she lives in this really tall penthouse with big glass windows, and just like a cat stuck behind a window watching. She's always at the window, and at night she sneaks out the top of the building, and she has this leather bondage-looking outfit, and she wears a big Wolverine-esque cat mask, and she has claws, kind of, on her bracelets and stuff. Like, beautiful looking, not very functional, but she can claw off her feet and her fingers, her retractable claws like a cat. And she stalks the night for predatories, for different kind of predators of sorts, like muggers and thieves. Oh my, it's a comic book. And she cats them all up, like swoops in like a bird and cats them all up. And I think that's fucking awesome. And that's not the point of the story. Again, they're just fucking characters. So the real story is about the dishwasher. So you get all that flavor, you get all that hype, and you see all that blood and catty stuff. And then, you know, there's an alley. Cut to the alley! There's this mob guy. And this is a backstory within a story, and I hope you're like having notes, or were you still gelling with me? The mob guy fucked some other guy over, and blah. That's the mob story. And to get real revenge on the motherfucker, and to also like honor shit, this one mob guy takes in the kid of the guy he just whacked, or something like that. But instead of being nice to the kid or anything, he's a complete dick to the kid. He always gives the kid shit, you know, gives him an inferiority complex. Makes him be a dishwasher in the family restaurant, this Italian-ass restaurant. And, you know, he's always treating him pretty bad. Well, anyway, years pass. Angsty teenage years. Ripe for Shakespearean glory. The beautiful, other mob person's niece or daughter comes with him, and there's flirtation as he's bussing the tables, because he's just now getting a chance to be a busboy, and that's shunned on. They're like, oh, fuck you know, and his uncle disrespects him, smacks him in the face right in front of the girl, and is like, you're a piece of shit, dishwasher. get back in the dish pit, and like that's where he gets the nickname, like not the nickname, but the character name, Dish Pit. So dishwasher's name is Dish Pit. So Dish Pit's all fucked up down, like, oh yeah, he smacked me, I'm such a lowly down here being low. And when he walks back there, something's quite not right. There's a bunch of mob guys around, and you're like, oh, what the fuck's gonna go? What's gonna happen? And then there's this real mean scarecrow looking dude called Crime Face. Crime Face has the most horrible fucked up face you can imagine, with stitches kind of sewn on. You can kind of tell it's a mask, sort of. It's Crime Face. But the mask itself is an entity, like the mask becomes you kind of thing. And point being, Crime Face is like, fuck you, Dish Pit, and fuck you for not sticking up for yourself, fuck you. And he like beats him up right there and throws him out the back of the place, right into the fucking alley, right into the mud, back in the alley. And, you know, Dish Pit's like, why the fuck are you doing this to me? And the guy's like, 'cause you suck. And kid's like, what the fuck? You know, like there should be some sort of like internal, oh shit, it's Crime Face, I'm really fucked now. And Crime Face throws this like really weird, grotesque, semi-see-through, singed mask, like mannequin mask on the ground, right in front of the kid. And the kid's looking at it like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh god, you know, and he smacks it, get it away from me. And Crime Face is like, let me tell you a story. Another story within a story. And the kid's like, okay, what's the story? Sorry, gotta get it out. So Crime Face is like, a long time ago, there was this guy who was like, I forget the character's name, like the faceless bank robber guy. And the way he would do it is he'd break into these banks and be like, I'm gonna melt my face off in front of all of you unless you give me all the money. And he'd make sure he stole enough money to like take care of his face afterward, but that was his gimmick. He'd come in with this mask bolted to him and be like, I'm gonna melt my face off. And then he'd start doing it. You like hit the timer and he'd start to smoke and singe, and you'd start seeing him be uncomfortable, his face melting, and he'd like be in agony, straight up be in agony in front of you, but like still keep his shit together enough, you know, like he's melting his own face to to get the money. And that was his gimmick, you know, blah blah blah. Turns out this crazy face guy was the Dish Pit's father. And Dish Pit's like, what? What are you telling me? This is fucked up, you know? And he's like, and yeah, your dad was supposed to do a job for Tony McNoodle or whatever his name is, and he fucked it over. And then Tony McNoodle fucking killed your dad, and then adopted you, you sorry piece of shit. What are you gonna do about it? And the kid's like, And then Crab Face decks him, and then bolts the mask on him and sets it on. He goes, you got, like 96 hours or something before that mask blows up through your face and you die, or what are you gonna do with your life now? And then Crime Face leaves. Cut scene. So you have this kid like, well here's where the truly character comes back in. She was like up in the crawly areas of life, up above the alley, and she'd scoped the whole scene go down, but before she jumped down to save, she was interested. She was like, wait a minute, this is interesting. So she listened. And because she's so compelled with like, what is this kid gonna do now, she decides to team up with him. Not because she's good or anything, but because this is interesting to this Catwoman. She's like, alright kid, your face is gonna fucking blow up, and you got 96 hours to live, what are you gonna do? And the kid's like, I want revenge, you know? And she's like, I'm gonna help you. And that's like it. That's the whole story. And then there's like other weird stories, tangents, and like sex stuff and weirdness, and I've done tons of weird sketches, and I've got lots of different kind of mixed media pieces and drawings and blah blah blah. And man, you could have a blast with something with that, don't you think? maybe. What do you think? Get back to me. Peace.